Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is about Ramadan fitness and spiritual wellness. Balance your body and soul. Ramadan is a time for purification, not just of the body but also of the heart and soul. But does that mean we should stop exercising? No. Taking care of our health is also a part of our worship. A strong body helps us pray, fast, and worship better. So, how can we stay active while keeping our energy levels up and our intentions pure? Let's talk about it. Before we start, let's set the right mindset. Exercise is not just about looking good, it's about honoring the body Allah has given us. So, intention matters. Instead of thinking, I have to work out, try saying, I am taking care of my body to have more energy for ibadah and to serve my family better. With this mindset, fitness becomes part of our worship, not just another task. One of the most common questions asked in Ramadan is how often should we work out? The key is balance. Ramadan is not the time for intense training, but gentle movement helps maintain strength and energy. Aim for 3 to 4 workouts per week, but even 2 to 3 light sessions can make a difference. And remember, even a simple 10-minute walk after iftar can be as effective as a 30-minute full workout. Short workouts, big benefits. Keep it simple. You don't need long, intense sessions. 20 to 40 minutes are enough. Focus on exercises that support your body without draining energy, like strength training, light weights, body weight exercises, walking, especially after iftar or before suhoor, yoga and stretching for relaxation and flexibility, Tarawih prayers. Yes, this counts as movement too. Take care of your body without pushing it too hard. The next most common question asked is what is the right time to work out in Ramadan? The right time depends on your energy levels and hydration needs. Let's break it. Before iftar, 30 to 60 minutes before sunset. Pros are it uses stored fat for energy, so it helps with fat loss. Boost metabolism before breaking the fast. Cones are no water, so there is a risk of dehydration. Low energy, so only gentle movement is recommended. Best for walking, stretching, or yoga, not high intensity workouts. After iftar, 1 to 2 hours after eating. Pros are you have food and water, so you have more energy. Best time for strength training or moderate cardio. Cons are you might feel heavy if you overeat or bloated. Might be difficult to fit in before Tarawih. Best for strength training, bodyweight workouts, and light cardio. Late night, after Tarawih or before Sahu. Pros are hydration is not an issue. Best for strength training and muscle maintenance. Cons are it might interfere with sleep if you done too late. Best for short but effective strength and mobility workouts. Early morning, 1 hour after Sahur. Pro. Fresh energy, great for light movements like stretching or walking. Cons are you might feel sleepy or sluggish, not ideal for high intensity workouts. Best for morning stretches or a short walk. If you struggle with consistency, choose the time that feels easiest for you. Purifying the body with proper nutrition and hydration. Eat and drink, but do not be excessive. Indeed, he does not like those who commit excess. It is a ayah in Quran. In Sahri, you should focus on proteins, eggs, slow digesting carbs. In Iftar, Prophet Sunnah is breakfast with dates and water, then have a balanced meal. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water between Iftar and Sahri. Reduce processed food to avoid sluggishness. Keep a positive mindset. Any moment is better than none. Make fitness part of your ibadah. A healthy body helps with longer sujood and more focus in prayer. Strength gives you energy to serve your family and community. Ramadan is not about weight loss or fitness goals, it's about balance, self care, and spiritual growth. Stay active, eat well, and most importantly, purify your heart along with your body. What's your biggest challenge in Ramadan? Let me know in the comments.